How's it going, you guys? So I've been following a ketogenic diet for almost 4 months now, and I had little bouts of carnivore. In fact, I first started out about 20 days strict carnivore, um, just as an experiment, to see what kind of benefits or what kind of changes happen. And so it's been about 4 months now, basically ketogenic all the way through. I tried 2 weeks of adding carbs back in just to see the difference. Most retarded decision in my life. Horrible. Like compared to keto, like I forgot how horrible carbohydrates made me feel. It's that different. It's like night and day. Absolute transformation. So I've experienced a ton of amazing benefits on a ketogenic diet. One of the most significant benefits on a ketogenic diet is unlimited energy no matter how much I eat. It's really crazy. So first of all, if you guys are not following me on Instagram, you should follow me. So right now, I just changed my channel name to Keto Conqueror. It is capital K, Keto, and then Conqueror with a K. So follow me on Instagram because I am a powerlifter slash MMA fighter. So I'm doing keto while training for MMA and training for powerlifting. And so that is significant because you have so many people who say that ketogenic diets are horrible for athletics and this and that. You need carbs for glycogen. Listen, first of all, I'll read The Art and Science of Low Carb Performance by Jeff Volok and Stephen Finney, PhD researchers, to understand why I have been experiencing such amazing benefits on a keto diet for sports performance. You don't need carbs. So I dropped 15 pounds in the first week of keto, and I've kept it off since. I went from 200 pounds down to 185 pounds. And I've stayed at 185 pounds for the entire 4 months. And every single one of my power lifts has been going up every single session. Every scheduled PR, every day that I have a PR day, it's pretty much once a week on every lift I hit a PR. Okay, my strength, my personal records have been going up every single week since I started. So that's amazing. I had chronic injuries from boxing and bench pressing. My shoulder, my rotator cuff was extremely inflamed. My shoulder was extremely inflamed. I could not bench press without pain. Then when I went keto, I noticed, oh my God, like I have no shoulder pain anymore. So I'm able to actually gain strength on bench press while training MMA. And I had actually pulled my hip about a week before starting keto, and the doctor told me it was a severe strain and I was not going to be able to train heavy for at least 3 months, and they told me not to lift anything heavier than a pin. Crazy thing is, after I think it took about 4 days for me to not feel pain in my hip, unless I contracted it in a very fast, uncoordinated fashion. And I felt confident enough to start doing power cleans and stuff again. Next thing you know, within 4 days of starting keto, I was hitting new strength PRs on my power clean without hip pain. So it's crazy how I went from feeling crippled and my joints were like aching and popping and stuff to all of a sudden feeling like I'm 14 again. So no inflammation and much faster recovery from workouts. I noticed. So this is the crazy thing. The most amazing benefit is obviously getting stronger while losing 15 pounds at the same time. And I was already lean. I was about 15% body fat at 200 pounds. So I lost quite a lot of body fat since then. And I have scans to prove it. I'm going to do another body fat scan now that I'm fat adapted here soon. And so I noticed I reached a point where I'm not hungry anymore unless I train really hard. And I think the main reason, I know there's hunger hormones like ghrelin and leptin and whatnot, but I think the main reason why I don't get hungry anymore is because my body is literally turning my body fat into fuel. And so recovering from exercise and using energy and all that, It's coming from my body fat. So people don't know this, but I think you can only store a maximum of 4,000 calories as glucose in the liver and the blood and as glycogen in the muscles. Whereas body fat, you have 40,000 calories or more stored in body fat. So on a ketogenic metabolism, you're tapping into 40,000 calories versus tapping into only 4,000 from glycogen. And so you have more energy available total. And the other thing is you don't have to eat in order to get your energy, because your body over weeks starts to actually absorb those ketones very effectively. In the first 2 weeks or so, you might feel kind of crappy because your body is producing ketones but not absorbing them yet. And so being fat adapted or keto adapted can take anywhere from 1 to 8 weeks, depending on how active you are. The more active you are, the faster your body starts to burn that fat as fuel, and other things too. So if you feel like crap for the first 2 months on keto, it's because your body hasn't been absorbing those ketones yet at a higher rate. It will absorb some, but not enough. When you're fat adapted, that means your body is fully burning ketones and absorbing them to fuel every cell in your body. So I have an unlimited store of calories now, and I don't need to constantly refuel my energy stores with carbs. Okay, so what I noticed is I've been combining intermittent fasting now. I don't get hungry until after about 16 hours or so. So there's no reason to really eat because I'm scared of overtraining, right? Crazy thing is I can fast for 18 hours, and within my fasting period, I can go to the gym and do max effort weightlifting like you see on my Instagram, so follow me. I do a max effort lifting session, and then I don't feel hungry. I don't feel hangry. By the way, that's the other benefit. I never feel that crazy depleted hungry feeling anymore. I can do a 2-hour hardcore max effort deadlift session, and then go right to a bike ride. And I can go ride my bike, and I did this the other day, where I actually had a 2-hour bench press session with overhead press, maximum effort. Just hitting maximum singles, my 1 rep max for 15 sets of each lift. And then I fucking went on a 12-mile bike ride. And of course, you got to remember, when I was a child, I used to bike ride all the time, so I probably have much better stamina than most people. But 12-hour bike ride. And mind you, I just got my bike fixed after like years of not having a bike, and I just started riding my bike again after years. And I noticed, holy crap, riding 12 miles on my bike feels like just going outside and enjoying the breeze. And it was about an hour bike ride, so I don't know how fast that would be. So, and I recovered, and then I hit max deadlifts the next day after my bench press session. After doing a bench press session and 12-hour bike ride. So that day, I literally did 2 hours of hardcore, high-intensity strength powerlifting, and then an hour bike ride while fasting. But I felt hungry as fuck after the bike ride, not after the lifting. And so I ate 2 pounds of chicken thighs and felt good and didn't feel hungry anymore. So, yeah. Like, I would say I'm probably one of the highest tier of athletes on a ketogenic diet right now. And I'm not even elite. I'm not really strong enough to call myself an elite level powerlifter. I'm nowhere close to that. Now in MMA, probably in the next 2 years, I'll be competing at a very high level. Anyway, so I want you guys to understand, you can exercise at a high level on a ketogenic diet. And so anyway, leave your questions down below. Follow me on Instagram, Keto Conqueror, with a K. Conqueror with a K. I might change that though. And I'll talk to you all in the next video. Let me know your experience on the ketogenic diet down below in the comments.